everybody, and welcome to Peeves and Cues. This is your podcast where we ask each other questions and talk about what's annoying us each and every time that we get together. I am your host, Mr. Red, and with me is Mischief Gay.
Hey!
Chocolate Thunder.
Hello!
The Clever Girl.
You don't have to change it just because I made fun of you last time.
Yeah, well. And Woods, L.
Hey.
So, we should start with our first segment. How are you guys this week? How are you guys?
Great. Guess what movie Chocolate Thunder saw?
Yeah. Ooh, we wanted to talk about this first. What movie did most of us see recently? It 2017, Stephen King.
Mischief Gay forced me to go see it. I did not force
At
shit.
gunpoint.
What did he do? Like throw you in a car? Get in, bitch. We're going to see it.
I
No time to
literally
explain.
texted her, was like, hey, do you want to go see it? And she's like, fine.
Fine.
I see how that goes because when I ask, everyone's like, "Oh fuck no," except Mr. Gay. He was like, "Yeah, let's do it." But
I hate scary movies with everything that I have in me.
And I love scary movies, and yet we're best friends.
I just love it.
I have never, ever liked scary movies.
Mm-hmm.
But I went to go see this with my eyes closed.
With your eyes closed.
I heard you took a
So you-
blanket.
I didn't take a blanket, it was my shirt. I had it tied around my waist
It looked
because
like a
it's
blanket.
cute. And I got cold, so I took it off and I was like, I can use this.
I get to cover up my eyes.
Because if I'm closing my eyes, I want to watch, but if I have something there, then I keep my eyes open and pretend I'm watching.
So you heard it. What was it like? What was your
It
experience
was fucking
like?
terrifying.
Yeah?
Yeah.
I thought it was great.
It was.
Absolutely amazing.
I just need to see it again so I can actually
You
watch
know what
it.
you need to do, and I've told this to like all the millennials, that you need to go and watch
Yeah. The original miniseries from the 80s.
because then you will have some respect for how good this
It's a
movie is.
miniseries?
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
a movie.
It's like
It
3-4 hours long.
Could you stop interrupting me? It came on originally as a miniseries.
Yeah.
Now it's just a movie.
Well, it's out on DVD and you just watch it.
Oh. Well, the one part that I did see,
Oh, I heard about this too.
I screamed in
Which
the
part
movie
was
theater.
it? Which part? Tell me.
It's when he's fucking with the girl and she's
Who?
like killing.
The dad.
Yeah.
Beverly
Well-
Marsh's dad.
Is her name Beverly?
Yes, her
Okay.
name's Beverly.
The girl and
The girl who
there's
wasn't a
girl.
girl because she cut her hair.
Whatever the bitch's name was. She was trying to kill her dad or whatever, and I'm watching, and she like kills him or whatever the fuck happens.
knocks him out with the.
And then
Spoilers.
all of a sudden, the clown
Yeah,
happens.
yes.
I jumped at that part too. I jumped like really high. Now,
Honestly?
I didn't jump at all during
Scared
the
the
movie.
piss out of me.
This movie was in terms of fears and scares and everything was a little predictable. You could pretty much see when everything was coming,
But
but
it was.
that
Go ahead.
But that jump scare was
Oof.
it really got me. I loved it because it was just you had this huge moment of she did it, yeah, that's awesome, or what's
I-
gonna happen next, and then all of a sudden, bam, and
I
you're like,
enjoyed
no, I didn't expect that.
I enjoyed this movie so much for the fact that it wasn't so jump scare.
Yeah.
It like really just got in your head and scared you.
And it was really like dramatic and emotional in terms of like the relationships with the students and things.
I loved the
Kids.
story.
Yeah.
The story was so good.
Yes. And that's how the book is.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna be that nerd that says, well, in the book.
Yeah, it was really funny because I read the Game of Thrones books, and then when we watched Game of Thrones, Clever Girl and I together, I was able to be like, in the books it's like this, blah blah blah, and she was able to turn the tables on me for this.
For
movie.
once, it's the only book that I have read
Yeah.
yet. Haha, I have not finished it.
Now you finished, but you know everything.
Did we give a spoiler alert?
Oh, yeah,
Yeah.
before.
Whatever.
Okay, so the only thing I did not like, well, there were like
That there was no
two things.
orgy.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it's literally unwatchable.
no,
Not true to the book.
no.
Not fair.
Orgy in the book? Yes! Good question, Woods, L. There is an orgy in the book. I'm sorry, Mr.
Let's
Gay.
let
I'm
Mr.
gonna,
Gay-
I'm gonna indulge this
What
for just
the
a
fuck?
second. In the book, after the children
The young 13-year-old children.
have killed it, Beverly, the only girl, gives herself to all of these boys
Yeah.
as a metaphor of them becoming adults and having adult problems now.
Yeah.
Isn't that the fucking dumbest thing?
Yeah.
Stephen
Awesome
King,
thing, yeah.
get off the coke
and move on.
He did. He's done with that now.
He's 70 years old as of yesterday.
He talks about it, and he's weirdly, like, not apologetic for it. He just says, oh, it's a different time now. People are more sensitive to certain things.
What?
It's weird. He's not saying it was a good idea, but he just never says, I shouldn't have done that. That was weird.
Stephen King.
What was your least favorite?
Sorry.
Okay, I forget his name. The black kid?
Mike.
Yes. I felt like he didn't have a story, really.
Yes,
Exactly,
his story actually, if you read the books,
In the books.
his parents are alive, and he's actually the one that does the research on the town of Derry.
Oh.
So like they basically took his story away and gave it to Ben.
Typical Hollywood whitewashing.
Yo,
Go ahead. No, just I don't know, just to give me flavor to it.
Well, that was just... Sorry. That was just...
Yeah.
I just hated that because it felt like they just, like, shoved him into the group.
Here's a black kid.
Yeah.
You're
And
right. That
then-
is how it felt.
The bully or whatever, he goes crazy and kills his dad.
Yeah.
And then nothing happens. He just dies.
Yeah, that was a little weird.
You
That came out
think.
of a little nowhere.
Just wait.
Oh.
he didn't die.
Well,
Well, as true to the books, no, because he plays a vital role when they're adults.
Okay,
So
so
but he didn't die in the children's version of events, in the book version of events. So,
right. Well, we don't know if he died.
I mean,
he might have. They might
it's
change it.
pretty hard to. I would say that it would be pretty
Well,
implausible if you were to
very-
come back and be like, "I just broke my leg." I'm fine."
My hypothesis is if you do not see them die, they don't die.
That's true. You don't see a body. Then
didn't they shoot him?
No.
They shot. I thought they
I
shot
thought
him
the
with
black kid
the
shot
gun
him.
thing.
No, he went to shoot the clown. He went to shoot, it missed.
Oh, he
and
just
then
tackled him and threw him over the side.
and threw him into the thing.
He Disney movie.
What were you going to say before that, though?
Yeah.
The whitewashing thing.
Right.
They literally just stuck him in there for like.
Yeah.
No, the character is black.
Yeah,
in the-
but they fucked the story all the way.
Yes.
I would argue the character
I
in the
agree that was
books
very
was just, they have their one black person now.
I'm sure it's always like you always have to have one. Kind
But
of
it
Asian
sounds
person.
like that he had more of a role in the book.
He did.
And then in
Well,
the
as an
movie, it's
adult,
just like,
his role
As an
in the
adult is
story
really good.
is mostly about like him as an adult. I think the only reason that he was in this movie was so that they could build him up, and so in the second movie he might be more
What I thought,
less like thrown in.
what I thought was weird is if you've read the books, the original, like when the kids are kids, it's 1958.
Yeah,
The movie has moved that to 1985 or whatever, which I think is great. It makes it
love
more
it.
relatable.
Yeah.
We get the jokes and everything, but the fact that the bully
yeah.
says to Mike, like, "Get out of my town," I'm like, were people really still
Yes.
like that in the 80s?
Yes, you
Like,
said this.
hell yeah, they were.
You said like during the movie. I'm like, there are people like that now today.
That's true.
In the '90s, it was like that.
But I just didn't.
It's always been
I
like
don't
that.
know. I didn't think it was so like in your face, like get out of my town.
One thing that we talked about.
Why
is-
will Chocolate Thunder bring that to light for me? That's awful. People, don't be stupid.
Yeah.
I just can't believe that people would still be like that, but apparently they are.
People are so much worse than you ever imagine.
And see, yeah, I don't know.
The thing that we talked about when I was like on our way like driving home from the theater is I said I think it's annoying, and I haven't read the book, so I don't know what goes on, but I've seen the original. And I think it was like this: why the woman in the group, the thing that she was scared of, was blood. Why couldn't
Yeah,
she have been afraid of like dying alone or something? Why did it have to be the blood thing?
Well,
That was kind of scary. That whole
Yeah.
scene.
Yeah,
it's very metaphorical.
but that could have happened to one of the guys because guys can be scared of blood. I hate blood.
See,
Well-
I didn't.
Go ahead. I would think it is
I think it's
presented in the movie that her father molests her.
yeah.
So,
Yeah.
becoming a woman and being of childbearing age, like that would be pretty scary, knowing that your father molests you and that you could possibly like
True,
carry his child.
but what if like what she was instead was afraid of was like 14 of her father walks into the room and they're like all around her and she's like, oh no, because what she's really scared of is her father.
But she's not. She's really scared of being impregnated by her father. She was scared of her father.
I don't think the movie really set that up. I know that
Mischief Gay's laughing at us because we are picking at this one thing
no,
so
I'm
hard.
laughing. It's just like,
We will move on. What's coming out?
No, that's fine.
She was too scared to see it.
No, I just didn't want to. I wasn't
Because-
scared. I just didn't
because
want
it's a scary
because it's a
movie that you would have been afraid of.
No.
Okay.
When I left that fucking movie theater, I was the first one to find the fucking balloon in my car.
People
I'm
have
so
been
scared.
putting them up, like, in grates and things.
I had a friend say that,
Fuck you people for doing that.
Sorry.
but genius, like, for marketing.
Yeah, I guess.
Okay,
So that
but
was-
like when people do that, it's like you're not actually scared of this imaginary thing. You're scared of like somebody intimidating it, like somebody
Imitating?
Imitating. I hate this.
imitating.
Yes.
that.
Yes.
Just like they did with the clowns around here not too long ago.
A year ago.
Yeah, and everybody was like,
It was 1 year
there
ago
was
today,
people
on a
who were
night
actually
just
taking
like
children and actually killing people.
Did those clowns kill people?
No. They were just being all
They-
weird.
Some
They
of them-
abducted children
Yeah.
and
Ugh.
killed them.
Ugh.
Did
Well-
whatever they did to them. Yes.
I mean, people could watch the Saw movies and do the same shit to other people, and I'm
I mean,
sure they have.
Yeah,
That'd be a lot more complicated, though.
that's always true about, like,
Instead of
any...
a costume and a
A
balloon.
costume.
Like, any movie could have, like, imitators
Yeah,
of the
people
bad
could
guys.
cut
yeah.
people's faces off and wear them, which would fuck me up. I'd be like,
Which again
ah.
is a lot more complicated.
than just abducting
Could you
children.
imagine?
Mm-mm.
Like, even really quote-unquote safe movies, like Lifetime original movies or whatever, have, I'm gonna kidnap your child
Like your
and raise
Craigslist
him as
killers,
mine.
yeah.
Craigslist.
Everything like that.
Oh yeah, I
That's
feel
a real
like
story.
Lifetime.
That's what that's what scares me when it's real life, like real people making crazy things. Not like an alien clown, but
Guys, this has been it. Thank you. We'll now move on to our next segment where we are peeved about things and stuff going on in our lives. Who would like to go first?
I'll start. Okay. My peeve of the week, and I hope you have noticed this in your life, is that why does Taco Bell, the restaurant, only have one stall bathrooms?
Wait, do you mean...
Oh no.
Hey, listen.
We'll cut this, it's fine. Chocolate Thunder is getting angrier and angrier as the podcast goes on.
No, I'm not.
But do you, like, I don't understand it. You go to Taco Bell, you know what Taco Bell does.
Yeah.
So I guess I understand why you would want to be alone.
Yeah, oh,
But,
yeah.
like, it's just rude to have one stall in bathrooms.
Okay, so let me ask you this. When you talk about one stall, do you mean it actually has, like, there's a single stall in there? Or
No.
is it
I'm talking
like-
it's a room
Okay.
with a toilet in
Okay.
it that you
Those-
go in and lock it, and then you have to be the asshole person on the outside that's like slowly turning the handle because you're like, oh god, I don't want to disturb the person if they're in there and they lock the door. But then if it's unlocked, you have to be that asshole that opens it. And, like, hopefully nobody's in there.
yeah.
And, like, be the jerk who didn't lock the bathroom. Yeah.
I am deceased at this peeve of yours because, bitch.
I am entitled to whatever peeve I want.
Yeah, that's true. That's the point of the peeves. So, I believe we might have brought up before on the podcast, I think maybe one of my peeves, which you're stealing my peeve, was why isn't there a universal, either a single stall, like a room, or a regular bathroom with multiple stalls? Because there should either be everyone is the same, or they need to mark that on the outside so you know, because the only way you would know is if you've been there enough times to, like, memorize it. Oh,
Right.
this is one of the single stalls.
Like, it's fucking Taco Bell. I know there's gonna be one fucking room with a toilet in it.
Yeah.
Okay, that just, it just
No.
makes me mad. Does it make anyone else mad?
Me.
I
you
actually
mean
don't like
because
Taco
there's-
Bell,
They need to
so-
mark it that there's not stalls.
even go.
Right, so that, well, just so that you know, is this one that I have to knock on, or would I just be knocking on an
Oh.
open bathroom with multiple stalls? You can't do that. You can't knock on a bathroom door.
I don't think places like do that though.
No, they don't.
A lot of gas
should.
stations are like one room, and I hate that too. Because you know where people go to the bathroom? Gas stations.
Yeah, and it's disgusting.
Yeah.
Gas station bathrooms.
But I also
grossest
like
place.
that I can go somewhere if I have to, pardon my French, dunk out.
Stop
And-
saying it
Who
like
says
that.
that? Don't say that.
I've
Yeah.
never heard anyone say that before.
Me either. It
We're-
takes it out of your vocabulary forever.
What would you like me to say?
I would rather you just say shit.
Yeah. It's less affronted.
Well, when I go and dunk out,
Is that
that I can.
So
feel.
I get really.
like Duncan?
Maybe. You don't know what I do.
We have to stop this. We have to stop talking about this.
Dropping the kids off at the pool.
There you go.
I
That's
hate
better.
that.
That's better.
No.
It's better than
Why?
dunks. Because it's so invasive and it's so like affront.
Is it?
Affront. It's a
Dropping
just-
off the Browns.
yeah.
I always
that's
heard
worse.
Cosby's. Not
Oh,
I've never heard that one before. That's really funny.
well, that was a good peeve. I normally let these go as long as I want so that we have long episodes, but we cannot keep
You can
talking
move
about
on.
this.
That's just my peeve of the week.
Well, I'm with you. I
hate that.
Poop.
That's a worse. That's a dirty word in my house.
Poop.
It is.
Yeah, I don't like that word. I also don't like the TOOT word, which I've said on a different podcast.
That's all I was allowed to say when I was
Nobody
younger.
say it.
I was
No.
not allowed to say the
don't.
word.
You're making the face. Don't do it.
I was not allowed to say it. It was a bad word. So much
Don't
trouble.
do it. I hate that word.
Uh,
Yeah, I've said it before and I'll say it again. I hate that word because you're trying to make the word fart pretty, and I hate it.
yeah, you're trying to make it cute.
You're trying to make it cute. You know, old ladies say like, "Oops, sorry, I just whatever."
Tooted.
No, don't say it. You were doing so good.
I just hate it so much.
All
I hate
right.
it.
Well, what's coming? Elle, what's your peeve?
I don't already know.
All right, well, I'll go. I like to break the rules a lot. I like to skirt the edges of what other people would say are either morally or legally correct. So, for example, and this is a comedy show, so I'm completely joking about all of this and cannot be used in court of law against me. Sometimes pirating movies or TV shows or things like that occur in my life. And what my peeve is when you are doing something that is not, strictly speaking, right or legal, and suddenly that method of doing things goes away. Because you can't complain about them, because then obviously you're admitting to doing something wrong, or you'll be caught, or somebody will be like, well, you shouldn't be doing that anyway. However, I was doing things just fine. Like, for example, textbooks are absurdly expensive, and it's just to make a lot of money, and it's evil. The textbook corporation, this is actually a stand that I take, is that they put out new editions every year and charge like $500 per textbook just so that they can milk students for money, because students don't have a choice. They have to have those textbooks. So I've never bought a fully priced textbook. I'll either rent them, or I'll buy used or the previous edition, or I'll try to find them online for ebooks. But sometimes one of my sources will just give out and stop working, or I'll click a link and it won't work. And it annoys me, because it's like, I was doing this, and now I can't do it anymore. But I can't complain, because it was bad.
So what do you say to the person who was killing people and then they get caught and they can't kill people anymore and they're really sad about it? What do you say to them?
I'm very sad for you, but don't kill people.
I'm very sad for you, but don't pirate.
Oh, you want me to spend all of my money?
Well, it's not wrong to buy a used textbook if it's the same thing.
Yeah, and I'm not saying, I'm not
You're
trying to
welcome to do that.
I'm not defending, like, pirating or whatever. It is wrong. It's not a victimless crime.
That's
because
not pirating.
Well, right, no, buying a used one is
he's
not
just
pirating.
saying that he pirates more textbooks than he rents.
Rents, yeah. I'm a bad person. I acknowledge that.
I feel like if you're pirating textbooks, that's the least of your worries.
Yeah.
Hey,
And also, it's not the equivalent to killing somebody.
Yeah, it
I'm just
definitely.
Such an
saying,
extreme.
I'm just saying,
Although,
if you're going along those same lines as doing something illegal,
Right, I'm...
and you can't complain about it,
Okay,
what do you say to
if
them?
we had a serial killer on this podcast who was saying, I'm annoyed that I can't kill people anymore,
Wait,
I would be like,
stop.
that's a valid peeve.
If there was a serial killer on the show, which one of us it would be?
Oh, definitely me, because I don't care about anything.
Yeah, it would be.
I am a sociopath, so...
You were Mischief Gang. The two men.
Yeah, men are good,
Stereotype.
men are better than women at
No,
everything,
I could prob-
including
I
murder.
don't know. I wouldn't kill in front of you.
I think women...
I would come behind your back.
I can only do it in self-defense.
I think-
If somebody was trying to kill me or rape me,
yeah.
it's on.
Yeah.
Yeah.
How
I
would
will
you...
do whatever it
Let's
takes.
get into this. How would you do it?
What do you mean?
How would you
depends
kill
on the
someone?
situation.
Yeah, it depends on what you have. At
They
your
were coming at
disposal.
you in a hallway or
If
something.
they were
In a
grabbing me
hallway,
and trying
Yeah.
I'd
to
have my
like
mace
forcefully
in my
like,
hand
rape
because I
me,
usually
Sure.
I would try I mean, to stab them if I had anything. Or I actually, you know
You
what?
claw their
My
eyes
dad
out.
always told me you gotta push in their eyes.
Ooh,
He said push them in on the side.
that makes
so
me
they
really
come out.
uncomfortable.
Well,
And,
don't rape her.
Okay, I won't.
You know, there's
You always keep your keys on you and
Yeah.
your knuckles.
Yes. Yeah.
I have my mace like
Yeah.
cocked and fully loaded. Like just when I'm walking, that's just what I do.
I guess I'm just not afraid of.
People aren't gonna mess with you.
When I was
Just
in
kidding, they could.
California, everywhere I went, I had a knife around my neck underneath my shirt.
Well, that's badass.
No, I'm not trying to say it was.
I know,
Nobody's
but-
seen it.
Yeah.
And just in case, because you're alone. in
Mr. Red
LA.
carries a knife.
Yep.
Spoilers. Nobody run into
mean,
Mr.
hey.
Red. He'll cut you. She's gonna pull out a knife
I
right
got
now.
this one,
Whoa.
but this
Is
isn't
that-
very sharp at all.
Is that like hidden
Not really.
as
It almost
a?
looks like a nail file. Oh, it looks like a brush. Oh, that's cool.
Yeah, it's like a
me see that.
comb.
It's like Draco, Lucius Malfoy's
Wand.
staff that has a wand in it. That's cool.
That is really cool. Yeah, you would really have to just like plunge this into
Yeah,
somebody.
because it's
and
not
get it.
very sharp.
Yeah.
You should sharpen it.
No, she doesn't need to. She
Well-
can do enough damage with that.
You never know.
I mean, but if you were to get this, like,
I'd love to carry a knife in my car.
Hmm.
Like I think that's
I
one.
mean, you
one
can put this in many places. You
one with like a
eye,
window bust on the end
nose.
of it.
You should get the Anthony
You-
Gallegos
you
like
just-
hunter's knife, like a
Yeah.
combat knife that you just like rub on your forehead when you're angry.
Shout out Comedy Button.
Comedy buttons. Cool.
So that was a sub question of your peeve.
Yeah, I don't know what. Oh, yeah, my peeve was stuff like that. What
Want to
are
share with the
you?
class?
We're cutting this, by the way. This is getting cut out.
She was being stupid, and I spit all over her.
Oh. Yes, not podcast material. This episode's gonna take a while.
That's all right. It'll be like 2 minutes long by the time we cut everything out.
Yeah.
That's good though.
That's fine.
Oh, I don't mean like doing. I mean editing it. It's gonna take a while.
Yeah. Mischief K, do you have a peeve? Moving on.
Yeah, I guess I do.
Yeah, yes I do. Yes, I have one.
Even though I'm guilty of this too, I hate like unorganization.
Oh.
Like, I helped cast a show the other night for the first time ever,
Ooh, that's
and it
fun.
was pretty fun.
Mm.
But at the same time, when we actually sat down afterwards to like actually cast, everyone was so unorganized, and it was just like we figured out a person for this character, and then like 30 minutes later, somebody's like, "Wait, who did we figure out? Who did we put for this character?"
That's why you have to have like one person there just writing down.
Yeah,
what
and we
says.
did, but
Oh, and
they were
they
still
messed it up?
Yeah, they were still
Wow.
like super confused. I'm like, we were there till like 1:30. I'm like,
Oh, that's so annoying. Yeah, whenever you do work and then have to keep doing that work because of just people being sloppy or not remembering, it's very annoying.
That's why I don't like group projects because I always gotta do it my damn self.
Yeah, exactly. Group projects might be one of the stupidest things. We'll get to
I
it later.
totally
It'll be a
agree.
different.
I mean, to an extent, you are supposed to learn that you're supposed to work with other people.
I always liked group projects.
This is a subject for a different topic.
Right.
Yes, that is very annoying when people are disorganized.
Do you have other aspects of organization that really annoy you? Like, are you a very neat, tidy person?
No.
And does that annoy you?
About yourself?
yeah.
Because
Because one of my biggest things is like my car will be a disaster.
Oh, mine too.
Yeah.
I just cleaned it recently, but like before that, like I didn't clean it for like I don't know 3 months, like the beginning of
Yeah.
summer probably.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So there was just shit everywhere, and then my room's always a hot mess too.
Mine too.
Yeah.
And everything else in my
But
life
it's
is
funny.
spotless.
Yeah, it's funny because like I'll clean up after myself like everywhere else.
Yep.
But like when it involves my car or my room, it's just
That's
a
funny.
hot
Yeah.
mess.
Yes.
I don't know what
Yeah.
in the same way.
You know what? That's
just how we
my
are.
car. My car gets messy. It does. And before I got a car, my locker got messy.
Yeah.
My locker was
my
never
car
messy.
started getting messy. My locker was clean.
You guys want to know something? I don't remember my locker in any way at all.
I
Did
never
you use
used
one?
Yeah. Like
I
a
was
new
gonna
one
say,
every
'cause
year.
a lot of people don't.
Nope, I never used one.
I used it. I just don't.
Mine was so
Yeah.
perfect. It was like 3, 4, 5. That was the number, so
Did
I
you-
could always find it. And then you only had to do your combination once during the day, and then just like opened until you turned the thing again.
Did you
Did you-
always have the same locker?
Mm-hmm. Oh yeah, all throughout high school you had the same locker.
Not us. I think every year. was
Every
a new one.
year, no, it was just every year. I think we got
Oh, no.
different lockers, and then you'd get like from the freshman hall, and then you get to the senior hall.
Yeah, they'd have
Oh,
different
see,
halls.
yeah,
yep.
we were all in the same hall. It's just every year the halls changed with whatever you were.
So this is now the senior hall.
Yeah,
That's cool.
yeah, I had the same locker, which was nice because like it was in alphabetical order, and I really liked two of the people, the people on either side of me. So
Did you have pictures or posters or anything in your locker?
I had a mirror.
Nah, of course you did.
And
I did. Too.
what are you saying?
I said it too.
I think I had a brush. I didn't have any pictures, but I had like this like magnet thing that had like a pocket on it. And I always kept like extra pens and pencils because I was terrified that I would never have
Good idea.
a pen or pencil.
Mm-hmm.
But that was a good question.
Yeah,
what else did everybody have in their locker?
A ton of papers crammed at the bottom.
I nope, I never did that.
I
My
think my
books
friends
were
like posted memes on my locker. Like when Sharkeisha was a thing.
Yes.
I
That was
knew
on my
this guy in high school who would print out memes and carry them around with him in a suitcase, not a backpack.
Very fresh.
He was like, "Do you want to see my memes?"
Yes, he said that. This same character, he is the Brony guy. We saw him at a convention once,
Oh,
which of
yeah.
course we did.
Oh, yeah.
And as he was walking with this girl, which, but he, yeah, well,
Cutthroat, Mr. Ed. Jeez.
he said, "Hey," to me, like all cool, and then immediately, very loudly though, so that I could still hear him, turned to his lady friend and was saying stuff like, "I knew him. We used to go to high school. His name's Alex. He was like this, blah blah blah." And I was like, "Jeez, what?" Yeah.
What did he say? I can't even remember. Probably that's all he said.
That's
He probably
right.
wasn't like,
Maybe he
Mr. Red's
up
a-
to you.
Maybe.
I think he said hi to you and you like ignored him and then he was
I
like,
probably
"I
did.
went to high school with you,"
Yeah.
and I was like, "That guy went to high school with you."
Yeah. If he did yell at me like that, I would have tried to ignore him because, whew, boy. So that's how I feel about disorganization.
How do you feel about people who are too organized? Is there such a
That
thing?
kind of drives me crazy too. There needs to be like a happy medium.
Yeah.
I think that organization is good, and even if they're too, I feel like their lives don't need to be too organized, but like their stuff has to be organized.
I just
Yeah.
think it's okay.
Yes, absolutely.
It's okay to be really organized, but like you need to know like
That it's not the end of the world if
Yeah.
something
Yeah.
is not.
when it's like okay to like
Yeah, clever. girl.
let loose and just be
Loosey-goosey. Man, Chocolate Thunder, that was such a good thing to say, that like people shouldn't be too organized in their life. And that's what I try to do. I'm like, oh, gotta hit this goal by this time, and it's very, very stressful.
That
So, yeah.
kind of leads into my peeve. I
Oh,
guess.
good.
It's kind of
Nice.
a peeve, but it's probably only is about like I'm probably the only one that has it. But anyway,
Maybe. Let's find out.
Sometimes they are very unique.
like keeping too much stuff,
Oh.
having too much stuff that you own.
Yeah.
It just really gets at me. I walk into like some people's like garages and I'm just like, okay. I want to say. I'm not going to say. I'm not going to say. But I know
But I'm
some
gonna
hoarders.
say.
I know some hoarders.
I'm a
Let's
hoarder.
leave it at that. I
What do you
know some
hoard?
hoarders.
Everything I own.
Like what?
in her car.
Everything.
No, I'm talking about like, okay, I'm gonna keep boxes and trash.
Yeah.
Ew.
I have a
And
hard
just
time.
Stuff you don't need, just cluttered stuff.
I have a hard time throwing things away because it's very final and it's very much, oh, I'll never use this again. What I might be able to come up with a use for it.
I
Yeah, but I
only have
might.
that problem when it comes to clothes. I have a really hard time getting rid of clothes.
That's
Girl,
me
you
too.
ain't never lied.
Clothes and shoes.
Jenna, I can get rid of shoes.
I collect shoes. I collect.
I feel like with clothes,
my excuse.
I feel like they're either too small for me or they're too big for me. And I don't want to get rid of my too small clothes because I'm like, maybe one day I'll fit into them. And I don't want to get rid of my big clothes because I'll be like, if I'm really bad, I won't fit into anything. Like, I'm just always scared.
I'm at the same thing. I do the same thing. Because I never buy clothes my size because I'm like, no.
Yeah, I'm gonna
get
change,
ones-
yeah.
I'm going to get ones that are smaller.
Bitch.
And I'm just
I know,
gonna
she's
make
already so
myself fit
small.
into them.
I don't think
No,
I don't think guys have the thing where we have clothes that are either too small or too big for us.
Don't speak for
I think the fuck not.
I don't know.
you. Just grow out of your clothes.
Yeah.
And you are so heartless throwing your stuff away. I hoard Mr. Red stuff when he throws it away.
Clothes. Definitely.
I hoard your clothes because they're so cute.
Yeah, but I'm never gonna wear them again, and I don't need them. I'll just throw them in the garbage. Who cares?
The problem with me is that I like to buy a new outfit for everything.
Me too.
Mm-hmm.
Me too.
Even if I'm just gonna fucking go to dinner that night, I have to go buy a new outfit.
I do understand that. I never want to be seen wearing the same shirt. Like
Oh, gosh.
I've worn this a few times, so I'm like, I've worn this shirt before. I can throw it out and get a new one.
these are the only pair of shorts I own.
I have to keep
Except for the ones that are way too small for me that fit me, like,
Which you can't throw away because you might fit into it one day.
Is
which I will fit into them.
I hoard a lot of clothes, but I only wear
I
like,
me too.
a third
Me
of them.
too. Oh, I just can't
I
get
don't
rid
know
of
why.
them.
Like,
Guys, I understand. I just understand the clothes.
I have like dress clothes. I don't dress up to go anywhere because I wear fucking scrubs all day. But I'm like, but if I ever need to dress up, I need to keep those.
I don't even have dress clothes.
Is there a reality show where people get rid of your old stuff, but specifically only clothes?
Yeah.
What not to wear?
Yeah,
Oh,
what
wow.
not- I
And that's
love
a
that show.
fucking nightmare. I love it. I watch it every morning, but it's terrifying that someone would come and like take all my clothes. I wouldn't bring them. I would not bring all my clothes
No,
if I
I
was around
seriously
that
went
show.
through my closet. What would Stacy throw away?
When I buy stuff, I'm like, what would Clinton say about this outfit?
It's like the Key and Peele bit.
Just see
You have a
if
mental
they're-
disorder. Let us rearrange your furniture for you.
Ugh, no. I hate that too. Ugh. That's another pee for another day.
Well, it has to have that feng shui. And
Exactly. And once you find it, fucking leave it.
no, I have to
No.
change my
You have to
No!
I do,
We
but it
cannot
has
talk
to,
about
Guys,
But like in
guys,
my apartment,
rearranging furniture.
I
Let's
could
go.
probably flip the furniture in the living room,
Uh-huh.
but not in my bedroom because it just doesn't work. It doesn't work, and it's not going to be
I-
right, so I can't.
have had my furniture in my domicile the entire way for 25 fucking years, and it
my
will not
God.
move. Like,
I used to change my room like every
Oh, I
6
hate
months.
it.
I would change it. To
I would do
something
that
else.
too. When in high school, if I would stay up late, I would be like, I'm gonna rearrange my entire room. I'm gonna put the
Yeah.
drawer,
Yeah.
the dresser over there. I'm gonna put the bed up against the wall so I can
what
sleep
is not
standing up.
fulfilled in your life that you think you need to change something, that you think you
It
need
releases
to control
chemicals.
something?
It releases chemicals in the
Because
brain.
it feels
Control.
new.
That makes you
it feels
feel-
different.
Yeah.
It feels new.
People get
I-
normal people get bored of things.
I cannot stand when people rearrange furniture.
I
I
love it.
cannot.
I
All our furniture is
Love
getting
it.
rearranged every week.
Back to the
You must
question.
move it in.
So
But,
yes, I hoard my clothes.
Oh yeah, what we were talking about.
I actually don't have enough room for all of my clothes, so there's literally like piles.
Yeah. And I know exactly what's in each pile.
I have tubs for my shoes that aren't in use and clothes, and they're up in my closet. And I just look at them, and I hate looking at them because I
Yeah,
feel
so
like
I
I
get
own too much
overwhelmed.
stuff.
If there's
and
one thing I don't
it
hoard
drives
is shoes because I wear my shoes until they fall apart.
That's good.
that is
Mr.
good.
Red does
I
that
do the
too.
same thing.
And then I find out that I don't have any shoes, and I'm like,
Yeah.
Guess I better go buy some more shoes.
yeah.
I love getting rid of stuff though. It's very cleansing.
It is so clean,
But I can't get rid of
love
clothes.
it. I love getting rid of stuff.
I love watching garage sales. I love watching people walk away with my shit. I'm like, take it. It's evil. Just get it out of here.
I just seriously. Just
You're so white.
Give me a room, and I will just in a dumpster.
Just tear it all up. You can throw it away. See, I could never.
just feels
I could
so
never
good.
throw anything away.
Yeah.
Trash it.
No. Gotta sell it. Make that money.
Trash it.
I want that as my ringtone. Trash it. Oh, what's else calling?
Thunderous chocolate.
Yo.
What annoys you?
What's your peeve?
You know, this is work related because
Okay.
I work 2 fucking stupid jobs.
Yes, you do. Ugh.
Okay. I work at a children's museum and I hate parents. So we do birthday parties there, only on the weekends.
Cool.
And
We should have my birthday there.
no.
Okay.
Absolutely not.
No.
You will not contribute to my misery.
Imagine.
But what it is like, if you're under 18, you need to be with an adult. Okay? So these people, mainly black families,
Oh, calling them out. No, I'm just kidding.
they come in there and just let their fucking kids run wild. And you have to like sign a contract and stuff that says like you're not going to do this is what you have to do, this and this. And we go over the contract multiple times so they understand. So they get there and they are like, oh, well, I didn't know that. I know
Ooh.
that. I didn't know this. Y'all didn't say that. Like, it's on the fucking contract that you have. Did you look at it?
No.
No, of course they didn't.
But I just hate parents. Like this little girl was like, she was running through the place, and I was like, "Where's your mommy?" And she was like, "I don't know. Help me find her." She said something like that. So the little girl took my hand, and I'm like, "Okay, well, let's go find your mom." And I rolled up, and I knew who it was, and the lady looked at me like she was about to cuss me out, and I'm like, your child was running through this fucking museum, and if I hadn't found her, she went home with some other bitch. So don't even come for me like that.
You have multiple families in there at once?
Oh my God, yes. Yes, yes, yes.
That's scary.
We were so busy today, and I'm exhausted from it. And it was hot, and kids, I just hate kids, and they stress me out anyway.
Kids and parents.
Kids and parents.
Why do you work there?
Because I like money.
Money's nice.
Buy new clothes, right?
Yes. So I can hoard them and leave them everywhere.
I do not like bratty children mainly, but they're not always bratty. It's the fact that their parents don't control them.
Correct.
Yeah.
And like there's
They
some
don't
kids that come in
discipline
there and like they hit their parents and this and that.
Oh, I can't.
And it's wild to watch because I don't know if it was the way I was raised or just how the good Lord made me, but I would never do that in public.
My mom
way.
would bring me in like so close to her face and be like, "Knock it off," and you knew she was serious if she did that. No parents do that now.
Or like pretend that she's
Yeah.
doing something so
And like
that she's
pinch
really
you
threatening
and like
your
pinch
life.
you on your back or like hold the back of your neck like stop.
That neck hair. That neck hair.
Yeah.
Yeah.
My mom never did that to me. Of course, by the time I was old enough, I probably would have just like hit her back or something.
We have
No.
I go back and forth with the kids that come into the dental office because it's probably pretty scary. We're coming at you with needles and stuff, but like the parents who are like hovering parents are just like, oh my God. I'm like, listen,
Like,
you
they've never been to the dentist
I know.
themselves.
I'm like, you need to sit down because you're gonna pass out, and I'm not doing CPR
You're
on
freaking the
you.
kid out.
Yeah, also your kid
Yeah.
is like seeing you and noticing
Yeah.
how you are, and when you're all freaking out.
But sometimes I do have some good parents, and then that kid's just shitty anyway, and I'm like, I'm sorry, your kid's so shitty.
And sometimes you have really good kids. It's nice to mention.
I
the
do
nice things
have
that happen in life
good
sometimes.
kids every once in a while, and I should for sure tell them that they're good.
There are some good people that do come in there. Like at the end of the day, there's like this big grocery store thing with like a quadrillion million pieces
Oh,
of fruit,
and do
vegetables
they clean it up?
Yeah, if it's like
Aw.
closing time, sometimes they'll like have their kids help pick up and stuff.
Good.
I'm like,
Wow, that's awesome.
Bless you. Here's a sticker.
What I also hate is when the parents are getting worked on and their children come with them,
Yeah.
and they're just fucking hoodlums. Like running around, running through the office. That's what I can't stand. I'm like, there are sharp things in here,
Yeah.
and you're gonna die. But yeah.
That happens at the salon.
Oh, see,
A
isn't
parent's
that
getting their
scary?
haircut.
And the kid's just
Oh, yeah.
The
wild,
kids just,
and they won't
can't do
say,
anything.
but they won't say anything either.
Right.
Yeah.
But I mean, they can't like go grab them because they're getting their haircut.
Right.
So
Yeah.
it's like-
Yeah. They can't grab them because my fingers are literally inside their mouth. But
Yeah.
so they can't really say anything either. But you know, I have a mother that every once in a while will be like one snap of the fingers and that kid will like.
Nice.
Ooh.
That's a superpower. I
Yeah.
want to have. Yeah.
I'm a firm believer. The spankings are good. I don't know.
I go back and forth. I do think it. Well, I'm a child of daycare abuse, so in that aspect, I don't.
You're a child of daycare abuse.
Mm-hmm.
What?
I was beaten at my daycare, so
Really?
yeah, I do not believe in other people spanking other people's children.
Well, definitely not.
Yeah, no, I wouldn't
I'm not saying you would.
And
I'm just
also, but my
What'd you say?
own.
You're gonna beat my kid's ass.
Well, they deserve it.
Make sure they deserve it.
Yeah.
But like, if the kid thinks, oh well, when my mom hears about this or when my dad hears about this, I'm gonna get it. You know, I'm gonna be in trouble.
That's different.
Then
It's such a
they're
fine
not
line.
gonna be
It's
messing
such-
around with anybody else.
It's such a fine line between like messing up your children and disciplining them. It's such a fine line.
Yeah,
I
it's
walk
hard.
it all the time,
Yeah,
like what
I
I
don't
think I'm
know.
going to do in the future, but I'm not opposed to
Right.
spanking.
Well,
Because
you
they
know,
need to
you
be
do
punished, but
everything
they also-
first. There's so much
you
you,
don't
can
wanna-
do first.
Yes,
But-
I agree. But I always think back to those days when other people
I feel
were
like
being
as a
I mean,
baby,
sometimes it
it's
doesn't-
fine. Not like spanking,
Right.
but like tapping them on the butt or whatever.
Yeah.
Like,
Mostly to scare them.
Intimidation.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sometimes it doesn't even work though. Like I had a friend that I grew up with, and he would just laugh at his mom.
Yes, yeah, a lot of kids do. They're like, that didn't even hurt. And then you're like, well, fuck you.
Now,
Yeah.
now I actually want to hit you because I'm
Yeah,
mad.
now I just want
And
to
then
beat the crap out
he
of you.
would just laugh, and she would get so mad. And then his dad brought out the belt
Yeah.
and was
And
like,
he-
"Which one do you want?"
Yeah.
And just done. He
My-
was done with that.
I had a friend. Well, we were like really really close when we were younger. Her mom, she spanked me with the belt. Her and her little brother,
Oof.
and she for however many years.
What did you do? Like, let me ask you that. What did you do?
I honestly can't remember. I just remember.
Like, I want to know what a kid is doing to deserve that fucking
I
shit.
don't remember.
Right.
I just remember because they had bunk beds, and me and her little brother were like standing there, and she just like brought out the belt and was like, "Wow!"
Oof.
And then she like lied to my mom about it.
Yeah. It was so hard. I was so young when I went to daycare, and that you can't express like, my babysitter is beating me. Like, you don't even know what that
Yeah.
is.
Right.
All you can say is, I don't want to go, and your parents are like, well, of course you don't want to go because it's not home. Like, so I just don't trust that. So I'll probably
Yeah.
never send my kid to daycare.
Well, you know what? The way it is anymore, it's not worth going. It's not worth paying for daycare unless you
No.
have like an extremely high paying job.
Yeah.
Because
Well, some
they
people-
work for more than minimum wage.
Yeah.
So, what are you working for compared to what they work? You know,
This
it
was
doesn't
out of a
make
lady's
sense.
house, so like,
Oh, yeah. So it might not have
you
been
know,
as-
the good old 90s when you could do that. But
Yeah, they don't really do that anymore.
I
do
just
they?
don't think that should be a thing. Like daycare at people's houses.
No, it shouldn't.
Like
I don't know.
unless it's like
You better have cameras.
Yeah, like unless somebody buys that house specifically for that, I think it's different.
Even
I
that's
mean, you have
pretty
to have
weird.
so many codes, and you do have to have like a parent
I don't know.
student
It's
ratio
weird.
like type of thing. You have to have so many people there if there are so many kids there. But
Kids often will go to school, and at school they're asked questions. Other teachers, we're moving to questions, you guys. Who has?
I was like, where are you going with this?
I
Did
didn't
we
even.
all did we get through our peeves?
Yeah.
Probably.
Yeah. I just noticed when I was younger, when I would lay down, my heartbeat would be so loud in my ears. I literally could only picture a giant just like boom.
Oh my god!
I know,
shut
right?
up. That's literally.
That must be like some cardiovascular thing that children
Yeah,
go through.
really?
Yeah.
I used to always picture just some big monster walking upstairs.
That's cool.
I was like, that's so crazy that you just said that.
Isn't that funny? And I bet that was locked in your subconscious.
Yes.
It's like so far back.
Yes.
Man,
Guys,
what's your question?
I would like to ask you guys a question, and that question is: previously, I asked what.
Sorry.
Previously, I asked what smells you guys don't like smelling because
Yeah,
To
there's a
listen to the
couple.
smell of.
well, because I'm thinking that my new question is: what are some sounds you can't stand hearing besides the typical ones like nails on a chalkboard? Everyone knows that. What are
Yeah, that word, toot.
What are some specific sounds you don't like? Mine is the sound of something like wet, for example, noodles being stirred.
Oh, yeah, you're right.
Being stirred.
Oh,
It's like this.
oh.
I'm not going to make the sound with my mouth,
It's
but
like,
yeah, kind of. I was actually imagining something stickier, like pasta. or something.
I know what you mean. I can't make it though.
Yeah.
You know it. You know it.
You like that, didn't you?
It's not even. That's not what it's.
Would you like to do a better impression? Oh, that's a good one.
Yeah. It's usually fine. I can stomach it. Like, if I'm stirring something, I can get over it or whatever. But if I just listen to it, I'm like, I hate hearing this. I don't like it.
I got one. Okay,
Yeah?
the good old classic nail on a
Hold on.
chalkboard.
First of all, Clever Girl is already fanning herself, so it's
because
going
I
to
used to
be...
get so nauseous about this stuff. Go ahead. Yeah.
Yeah, the kind of the screechy nails on a chalkboard thing. I don't like that, and I also don't like this. When I'm trying to sleep every freaking night.
So is it the sound of
My
plastic
cat.
blinds?
My cat,
Cat hitting the blinds.
all night. She doesn't want this.
That would be fucking annoying.
She does it to everything though, like mirrors, everything. She paws at. But I love her so much.
I might have to do
It's
some
worth it.
additional like ADR to get that recorded separately so
Oh,
the
you know
audience
what
can
else?
hear
The other
it.
noise I hate? Pink noise.
What's that?
What's that?
That sounds
It's
scary.
like white noise,
Uh-huh.
except somehow it's a little different.
Oh.
Oh.
I don't know.
We're going to have to look this
I've heard
up.
of
No,
brown noise.
No, my
Wow.
friend's boyfriend listens to it every
That's a
night,
brown
and
note.
I do
Oh,
not
that's-
like that sound.
Weird.
Although to some, like them, it can be very comforting.
I want to look that up. I don't know what that is.
Sounds like
It just reminds me of
vagina
that one
noise.
movie
Yeah.
Pink noise.
with
That's
the
right.
girl and the TV, and she crawls out of the TV, and it's like the white
Ring.
noise.
The Ring?
That reminds me of that. I never even watched that movie, and it reminds
Funny
me of
because
that.
White Noise isn't even that scary, starring Michael Keaton.
That's
but-
not really a horror movie. It's more just like a drama thing, right?
No, I would consider that horror.
Okay.
No, I don't like that noise.
What about the Clever Girl?
I really can't stand like wet belches.
Oh yeah.
Chocolate Thunder burps all the time, and her burps don't bother me. But like, if someone like is just like will drink something and just to burp, I can't stand those.
Yeah.
Like, oh,
I've never been like the boy who burped with his friends. That
I
always-
did. I burped with the neighborhood kids. All I had was boys to hang out with.
Oh.
I can do the whole alphabet. I'm not going to do it right now,
No.
but
no,
I
because I'll
can.
vomit all over this table.
Yeah.
I also, I can't even talk about it.
Get it out.
I can't stand when people like get ready to spit.
Oh yeah.
And they're like, I can't even do it.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Yeah.
What, we
Or
can't
they're like,
you. Oh.
I hate that. Or especially if they breathe through their nose.
Oh yeah, to like like a
Throw up
loogie,
right
yeah.
now. Oh, yeah.
I want to keep talking about this, so you better like take a few deep breaths because this one time, the Clever Girl and I went out with my parents to drink.
Oh, don't. Such a bad story. Go ahead.
Tell it.
It's great. So I think Clever Girl, you were driving. I think.
Because they were bombed.
Yeah, they were. My parents were both like out of their minds.
We had been to the
drunk.
bar, and
yeah,
then
we were at the bar, and we were
back
driving home. And so you were driving, and I was in the passenger seat, and we didn't even get out of the parking lot when my mother was like, "Wait, you have to pull over." So we stopped, and she opened the door and leaned out, and she wasn't even. I don't think she did, right? So
Your mom?
she didn't. No, my mom.
His mom.
She didn't vomit, but she was definitely going to, and she was making the sounds like she was going to. And as that was going on, Clever Girl, who was perfectly fine up until this moment, immediately was like, I have to open my door too. So she opened her door and leaned out.
Okay, I have something to add on to
Because
this.
she hates that sound.
I
of people
really
about-
hate the sound of puking also.
Yeah.
My ex was... Him and his brother used to have contests. They'd puke, and they'd have
Oh.
a microphone,
Why?
and they'd do who would do it the loudest. They'd have an amp and everything.
Oh, why?
Who could vomit the loudest?
All right.
They would like
Fucking
eat a
white
banana
people.
and
Word the worst,
and
yeah.
Stop, please.
7-Up because that like makes you throw up or something.
didn't know
And
that.
they would have contests.
Guys, unicorns
It
are
was
fun,
disgusting.
right? Unicorns are fun.
Oh my god. I hate vomit
I love
so
you.
much.
Yeah.
Oh,
If
but
there
I
ever-
thought it was hilarious.
If there ever comes a day when there's somebody that throws up in my operatory, I'm just gonna quit.
Here's the problem with unicorns. If they existed for real, they would have poop. They would poop, and then the magic would be gone. You'd be like, oh, they poop like horses. They're gross.
Especially because some people like sell unicorn poop.
Yeah,
Or
but-
like candles that smell like unicorn farts.
Oh, why? Why?
Yeah, I don't know. I've seen those
I
before.
have
think
no
it's
fucking
stupid.
idea.
It's stupid.
Anyway, what's a sound that you don't
So
like?
that's unicorns.
I have no idea.
What's
You have
it-
no sounds
There's
that
no
just
sound that you're just
creep
like,
you out?
ugh.
I hate noise.
All noise.
Yeah.
All right. Well, sorry, we're doing this audio podcast.
I hate the sound of
I
it.
honestly
1 o'clock
have
in the
no
morning.
idea.
That must be nice.
I mean, like,
I'm so debilitated by myself.
nothing bothers me like that.
You'll find one day
Now
and
that
come
you-
back to us.
Now that you're thinking about it, you'll probably be like, oh, yeah.
Maybe I can
Not even like forks on teeth or anything, like when
Oh,
people eat.
don't.
Sorry.
Don't. Oh.
A lot of people are annoyed by that, and I
God.
don't find it that annoying, but I'm like,
Chewing, like loud chewing.
my sister will chew with her mouth open.
Oh, yeah.
Actually, all she does is she thinks she has to breathe while she eats, so it's like,
Oh.
and I'm like,
Gross.
you do not.
That.
She blames it on braces, but I'm like, bitch, you did that before braces.
So, spoilers, I am 23 years old, and I've been on this earth for 23, almost 24 years. I'm this many. I know. And I've been around other people eat for almost that entire time. So I don't understand how sometimes when I'm eating, I will suddenly start hearing other people chew.
Because other people are different.
Yeah, but
Oh,
it'll
like,
be the
you
same
mean the
group
same
of people.
people? Oh.
Like, we'll have dinner at your grandma's house, and most of the
Why
time...
do you have to bring my family into this every single
Because
time?
they're who I eat with most. lately.
Aw.
Most of the time it'll be
sorry.
completely fine. But occasionally...
Is it my dad?
It's everyone.
Oh.
It's just collective. The conversation will die down and everyone will be silent, and then it'll just be the sounds of people chewing. And I'm like,
You know
I gotta
why?
get out of here.
You know fucking why? Because when I eat at your fucking house,
Yeah.
when your brother lived there, he
Yeah.
would never shut up during a meal.
Yeah, he would talk
So
a lot,
you would
so
never
it was
get to
nice.
hear the
It
people
was a
chewing
wall of
because he
sound.
literally would shove food in and just keep talking.
Yeah.
I'm talking about you, Mr. Red Brother, Mr. Blue.
Mr. Pink, we call him.
Oh yeah, Mr. Pink.
Yeah, because
Yeah.
he's the lighter shade of Mr. Red.
Ugh.
Um,
Love you, Mr. Pink, but you're fucking
the
annoying.
gayest of the mischief.
Well, my dog licks himself. My dog licks himself.
That's a soundbite. That's a
pretty
t-shirt.
gross.
That is pretty gross.
Also, when, like, I hear this a lot, I heard this a lot at school. If somebody didn't dry hair completely, and then they take, like, a flat iron to the hair,
Oh.
and it sizzles, and
Ugh.
I hated that noise.
Really?
So
You
much.
know you're just damaging it.
Yeah.
Guys, I would, when my roommate Connor lived here, I would sometimes have to go to the bathroom, go to the
I
bathroom.
thought you were going to say that he did. Never mind.
Sometimes I would have to go to the bathroom, but he would be, and you know where the bathroom is really close to those rooms, so I would be super uncomfortable with going if he was in his room or whatever. So I'd be like, I have to go meet with Jody or whatever, and then go to like the gas station or something and go to the bathroom. I did that. That happened once. I know, because I just can't. I cannot go to the bathroom when other people are around or anything like that.
Honestly, I used to be so much like that. But living in the dorms,
You gotta go.
yeah, you have
Yeah.
to just get the fuck over it.
I mean,
like, I'd rather go home and poop,
Yeah.
but
There's
I just
nothing.
can't.
There's nothing like dunking out in your own home.
stop saying that. All right, we have to talk about this. Where did you get that from? The Comedy
The
Bun?
Comedy Bun.
Okay, they're gross people. Don't emulate them. I would rather you say anything else.
What bothers me the most is I will
Go to the bathroom.
fart
Oh.
in my sleep.
Yeah.
Okay, but
I love it.
And you can't control that because I'm sleeping. Because I'm sleeping. And I know Mr. Red has heard it. I absolutely know it, and he'll just be like, "Nope."
Well, so a lot of the times you'll spend the night, and you'll ask me the next morning if you did in the night.
Because I wake myself up because I'm like, "Ah, you
And-
heard me."
are you serious?
And
Sometimes.
basically every single time.
We do not do that in front of each other.
By the way, can I just say the absolute funniest thing in the world to me is that you wake yourself up from farting. Your farts wake you up. That makes me laugh. So I'm never awake to hear it, or I never hear it, or I never know that it's happening. But the fact that you told me that, nothing brings me more happiness
But
than
if
that.
it makes you feel better, I think all humans do that in their sleep.
I try to think that,
It's not
but
something
it's
you can
still
control.
just like
No.
embarrassing. Because I've never heard Mr. Red fart in his sleep.
I woke
Because
up.
You guys have been
Sleeping.
together for so long.
Well,
it's weird that you do that.
I mean, I don't do it around anyone. No matter, it doesn't matter how close I am to you. It's just I don't want you to see me like that. So
Yeah,
I just
I'm
never
the
do it
same
around
way.
you.
We don't go to the bathroom with the door open
No.
either.
But I sort of want that relationship where I'm just so comfortable if it happens, Like, I'm not going to be
It's such a-
in tears embarrassed.
It's so disrespectful,
You know what I mean?
though. Like, if I were to do that in front of you, I'd be like, I don't care about you, so wear this now.
Yeah, just look at me.
Just
I
look
feel like
yeah.
farting in front of somebody is like a symbol of your love.
No.
I don't want that loud.
No, I don't either.
I just don't want to feel like I don't think I wouldn't ever be the person that like would do that, and you know, but
Right.
I don't want to feel if it happens. I don't want to feel completely
Yes,
embarrassed.
that's
Or
what
I
I'm
want to
talking
go cry in the bathroom or something.
Exactly.
I think we have that.
I mean, just
Yeah.
saying.
I think that if it happened, like we
There was that one time we were sitting on that very love seat, and you were like laying on my lap, and you did it, and you immediately looked up at me, and I was like, "Gonna die of embarrassment." And I was like, "It's perfectly fine. It does not
I
matter."
have a really fucking funny story to tell you. Okay.
We're a little off the rails here.
it's fine.
So
This is our first question. It
Yeah.
still is.
Yeah.
Okay. Go ahead.
Is this about the smells or the sounds still?
Yeah.
The smell sounds.
I've known this guy for like since I graduated high school. We like started hooking up after that summer, and like I spent so much time with him, blah blah whatever. So this is like I don't know, 5 years down the road, and he's visiting from Cali where he moved to, and this is so embarrassing. I hope he well,
Yeah.
it already happened, so it doesn't matter.
I'll send it to him.
I mean, we were both awake when it happened. But we were just, like, you know, we'd already, like, fucked, whatever. We're just, like, laying there, like, almost dead asleep. And all of a sudden, like, I just farted on his leg.
Oh, on him. Oh, man. Was he awake?
Yes.
And did he say anything?
He was like, did you just fart on my leg? So, like, obviously, your first instinct is to be
Like,
like,
no.
As if that's something you can hide or you can cover up.
No. Jeez.
Just act
What
really
animal do you
offended
think I
and-
am?
What do you think of me?
I just kind of laid there, like, frozen, like, what the fuck?
That's me. That's me
would've done that.
every time I wake myself up. I'm like, I'm really still. He'll think I'm still.
Listen, I have a solution. I have a solution to your problem. And but it wasn't until, like, probably a year or two after he was home visiting where we, like, had to talk about, can we fart in front of each other
Oh,
now?
yeah?
So, like, it was, like, it's fine now. It's so
Yeah.
fucking funny. But if I'm ever at a guy's house, because I don't know, I went to this fucking, this is so gross.
No, we
I
have
don't even want to talk
No,
about
you have
it.
to. You have
I
to.
don't even want to talk about this anymore. But I went through this whole, like, phase where, like, after I had sex, I always had to fucking fart. Always,
What?
always, always.
I understand that.
I don't even know what it was. So, you just wait for them to fall asleep. I don't even want to let my secrets out on the fucking
No, I know what you're gonna say. Go ahead,
Nope,
maybe.
you let them fall asleep.
Uh-huh.
You...
Yes, I know exactly what you're gonna say.
Do you?
I do.
You just kind of lift the blanket
Yes!
up so your butt's facing outwards,
Yeah.
not in the blanket.
Yeah.
And then you have to lift the cheek. you lift the cheek because then you can't hear it.
I know exactly what you mean.
Oh my god.
This is the greatest episode.
You've just helped so many women.
I know!
Yeah.
And seriously, if you've never fucking done it before, you have to because it's a fucking life changer.
That's what I'm gonna have to say.
I feel like I've done similar stuff where I've lifted and been like, this has to be silent.
But you have to like grab and scoop or else you can hear it. Even if they smell it when they wake up, you're just like dead asleep so they don't know. Guys are stupid. That's my tip of the day.
Thank you. This has been Chocolate Thunder's Honey.
Lift and scoot to avoid the poop.
Can we put that on
I
a
smell a
t-shirt?
t-shirt. Wow, you guys. Wow.
I've never laughed so hard.
Gosh.
Well,
That was a
who
good question.
who has a question for the group?
On a lighter note, I've
Yeah.
asked this question before, and you have to answer as quickly as possible.
Oh gosh, oh gosh,
So get ready.
oh gosh.
And let's go. We'll go this way.
Okay.
So, sorry, Woods Camel, you're going to have to answer it first. I want you to say the very first quote from SpongeBob that comes to your head. Go.
I can't think of one.
Go.
Is mayonnaise an instrument?
Are you feeling it now, Mr. Krabs? I am Patrick.
Do you want to see me go to that mountain? Do you want to see me do it again? That's always mine.
Yeah.
You can even think chocolate.
I can't think of the pressure, and I haven't watched SpongeBob in a long time. So I don't
Okay,
know.
everyone stop. No, everyone stop. We're
I don't know.
not. We're not doing this. Wait. When you think of one,
Let us know. I just always love asking people, like, hurry, say it.
Yeah, because everyone has their go-to.
I'm Patrick.
No, this is Patrick.
I am not a Krusty Krab. I can quote SpongeBob all day long.
Let me ask you this:
SpongeBob.
did you catch SpongeBob when it was like early in its career and it
Yes.
only had a handful of episodes?
Yes.
And so,
Yes.
You just watch those ones
yeah,
continuously.
there would be like sometimes, and when you're a kid, you don't know about like weekly schedules and stuff. So sometimes you'd be watching SpongeBob and it would be, oh, this is a new one. But then sometimes it would be the muscle one, the muscle beach one.
Yes,
and it'd
rip
be
my
like,
pants, or the muscle one.
yeah.
Yeah.
I've seen this one so many times.
Yeah.
I used to be a wimp.
I
Now I'm
Okay,
a jerk.
I know.
The Bubbles one, I can't.
The
Bubbles
one I
one,
think
yeah.
of the most probably is when he's driving that boat and it's like it's like scraping, like destroying the side.
Oh, yeah.
You're good.
You're good.
You're good. You're good. You're
Me
good.
yesterday trying to park at the club.
Yeah.
I was literally a millimeter away from that car.
Wow.
Didn't hit it. I'm a good fucking driver.
That's good.
So, good question.
Man.
And fast question,
I
which
just,
I
I
appreciate.
just love SpongeBob.
I do.
Chocolate.
I love
So good.
Can You Feel It Now, Mr. Krabs? I say that one a lot.
Yeah.
A lot.
Yeah.
Okay, so my question is, I don't want to say what is your retail therapy, but what is your guilty pleasure? Like,
Ooh.
if you're in a good mood
Indulgence,
or a bad
yeah.
mood, what do you go by?
And what's
Go
yours?
buy, like purchase?
Yeah.
Are you going to answer yours or are you going to
Yeah,
make us
I'll
answer?
answer it.
Okay.
I buy undergarments. I have 50, 100,000 quadrillion pairs of underwear and bras.
You
And
buy them from
bralettes.
that place that we buy them from? You spend a lot of money on panties.
Yeah, the fat bitch stores. Mm-hmm.
Lane Bryant. Sorry. I didn't know if you
Yeah.
wanted to indulge that we shop there. But
Torrid, yeah. I spend a lot of money on underwear.
man, I like wear my underwear till they're threads because I don't want to drop money on them.
I can't because I like the cute little lacy ones and the see-through ones and
So buy one see-through pair, wear it every now and then.
What?
Like, just buy one pair of the ones you like. And then, no.
you have to get the deal, so you have to do
Yeah,
like the
you have to buy
5
5 for 35. Yeah.
or the 3 for 33 if you get the really like.
Yeah, fuck that. I can't do that either.
I frequently buy those because they're the cuter underwear.
I like cotton.
I mean, I like look on Amazon
Yeah.
for stuff. I don't
Do
necessarily
you like
buy anything.
do you put stuff in your like cart and then like not buy it? I do
Yes.
that all the
Me
time.
too.
I was doing that earlier.
I did that earlier today.
I'll like
So
do
you
it
can
because
find
I'll
it.
do it like when I like have like I'll have money but like not like a ton of money.
Right.
So then I'll be like,
Do I want this?
and then I'll be like, nah.
Yeah. I did that this morning. Like this morning. So you don't buy a lot of stuff, which is good.
What are you
I
looking
mean,
at?
I'll buy
you
clothes
looking at?
sometimes.
I'm
but-
daydreaming. I'm looking into the void.
Do you have something?
I don't know, because I don't spend money on things unless I specifically want them. So I don't shop for things as a hobby or whatever.
Ooh.
So I don't know.
You aspire just for like the most astronomical things ever.
What do you mean?
You're like, I want an iPad.
Yeah.
I want a paper shredder. I want a new TV.
The paper shredder was $20.
I want a paper shirt.
I want a 3-hole punch. Like just astronomical things. No.
Yeah, giant, impossible thing. No, but I will say that probably the thing that I spend money on and I enjoy spending money on is movies, or especially video games, a lot of which I don't play. Like most of those games that you see up there, I haven't opened yet, but I love getting them and I love buying them because I'm like, ooh, I finally have...
You have a problem.
Okay, what's yours then? You want to answer the question?
I'm gonna have Woods, L answer so we can keep some order to this goddamn
I
podcast.
I
Okay.
bet that you have something
Alright.
more useless than I do.
Shoes and clothes. That's
Yeah.
what I go for. I go looking for the deals online, the BOGO. I go looking for all of that, and I go to TJ Maxx.
That's a good place to go. Do you go to TJ Maxx?
I do.
And it really bothers me that there's not a closer Marshalls. There's no Ross and Home Goods here. That's all I've got to say.
I'm really mad that there's no Home Goods like really close to us.
No.
Because I would tear that store.
So all I got is TJ Maxx.
You know,
But I love it. It's
and
my
they're kinda shitty
favorite
around
store.
here, too.
Yeah.
4chan could find Shia LaBeouf by the airplanes in the sky. I'm pretty sure they can find out where we are based on what chains are around us.
Yeah, probably. But I will.
What are you doing the eyebrow thing for?
Shia.
You like him?
I love him.
Oh, no. I
I
don't
liked
like
him
him at all.
in holes.
I think...
Yeah.
And then after that, no.
No, I think he's gone. He's stupid.
Yeah.
He's stupid. You hear that, Shia?
Very attractive.
He's stupid. Wisconsin L's providing me with like such good ringtone material.
What was the one?
Very attractive.
It's like
Trash it!
trash it.
I got Twitter
He's
when I
trash.
when I first signed up for Twitter. I only followed Ellen DeGeneres or whatever.
Oh my gosh!
There's an account out there to me, and that's the only
It has
that's the
one
only person-
following,
One follower.
one following, and
Which
no
I don't have
following.
any followers.
What I buy if I'm happy, sad,
Yeah, tell me.
fat, or bad. I go to Michael's,
Uh-huh.
the craft store.
Yeah.
And I will buy anything.
Anything?
Anything.
Anything. Interesting.
Anything.
Yeah.
Frames are always half off.
No, they're not though. The poster frames aren't, which makes me really mad.
Oh, no. The little picture frame.
I usually go for seasonal.
Yeah.
Like when the
Yeah.
succulents came, they came hard. When they came out in the store, I bought them all, and I
You're-
daydreamed about them, and I was like, I have to go back and buy them.
You're really gunning for a T-shirt, aren't you?
Yeah. Yeah. Like right now, like I'm really mad that I didn't go today. Saturday is usually the day that I go to Michael's, and I didn't go today.
Spoilers this Saturday.
Is it because you had to get the fake ones because they won't grow in here because they're not on plate?
Well, yeah, and I want to take care of them. They look just as good.
I love having real plants, but they don't.
They're a pain in the ass.
I have a couple fake ones in my place because the lighting is not good at all. There's not good lighting.
I just
So I have a few that are by the door.
I just don't want to. I don't want to care for them. I just want to look at them.
Let's
I
say
love caring for plants.
let's say you go to the craft store and you buy one craft.
Well, it depends on, is it seasonal?
Yeah.
What season is it?
Fall.
The fall? I'm
How-
definitely buying Halloween stuff.
How many hours are you getting out of that?
What do you mean?
That one item that you buy. A single item.
2 months.
2 months?
Yeah.
Alright.
So how many hours is that?
Figure it
A
out.
lot of hours.
I don't know. I'm not. Who cares? I'm just
Because
saying.
every time I come over here and I look at that stuff, I'm really happy.
Okay, well, I bet that if you were to sum up the total time that you were here, it would be less than the time it takes for me to play a video game.
Yeah, but you don't play them.
Yeah, well, some of them I do. Some of them I don't.
Well, I'm
Who's to
talking
say?
about the ones that you don't.
This sounds like a hostile environment.
Well, we just hate each other, so.
Yeah.
Cool. That was good. Chocolate Thunder.
You're welcome.
Thank you.
Chocolate Thunder.
Chocolate Thunder.
Why is there so much sugar in these drinks?
Oh no, what are you...
That's my question.
What drink is it? What are you drinking?
That's my only question because I don't
It's
have
to
another
get you
one.
really up and then make you crash really hard so that you drink another one.
You need more. The more sugar, the more you need more of
I
it.
hate it. I don't want to drink so much sugar.
Then don't buy them.
But I needed a drink.
Get hard liquor. We can't answer that. I can't answer that for you.
Well, I think we did. You drink
I
it,
know. I
it
didn't
addicts.
really have a question.
Sound
we can
off in the
totally cut
comments
that.
below. Why do Mike's harder? Why do they have so much sugar?
Why does all these little fruity drinks have so much sugar?
Also, tell us what your favorite
Tell me
drink
that.
We can change it to
You know
that.
what's
What's your
really
favorite drink?
is. I was just saying in the audience. Whatever.
Wait, what's my what alcoholic drink?
Yeah. What's your favorite?
Probably a Moscow Mule.
Can you louder so the people in the back
A
can hear?
Moscow Mule,
Okay.
probably.
I think that's all of ours. But yeah,
I love margaritas.
you are a margarita.
I am a
queen.
margarita.
You should change your name to Margarita.
No.
We could change it on the podcast.
No.
You should change your name to Marga space Rita. That's
How
cool.
about just Rita, like from Parks and Rec? Boomerang, love
This
it.
is a Snapchat free zone. Thank you
It needs to
very
be.
much.
Gay mischief. Let's end with your question.
Okay.
I hope it's a good one. These ones have been crazy this episode.
Yeah.
Stop.
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 Don't ask your question yet. You know when it'll be funny too? In like 10 minutes when we're done with the show.
Sorry. Okay, I'm done.
Okay. What is one thing that people always misunderstand about you?
Ooh, this is an amazing
You
question.
always have really good questions.
Yeah, I love this question.
Props
do you
to
want
Gay Mischief.
to go first?
Yeah. Well, I looked it up and then I thought about it because it related to something last night. We went to the club and
Who's we? Chocolate Thunder.
Myself,
Yourself.
Chocolate Thunder, and my other friends. And
Okay.
I noticed like a couple of times like guys would look at me and they would we would make solid eye contact
Sexy eye contact?
and then nothing happened.
Mm-hmm.
And it's just it made me think am I just intimidating looking, or are people afraid to approach me, or what?
Do you think that...
You mean
I think
give him
maybe-
a good little smile?
I don't know.
Sometimes that can get creepy.
Yeah, I know, but
Can't see the face.
friendly.
Yeah, that's true.
Smile. I don't know.
So I think people
Maybe they're waiting for you to
misjudge-
make a move.
Yeah, maybe.
Maybe. Yeah.
But yeah, definitely. That could be something.
Remember when I used to wear really dark makeup?
Yeah.
They told me that
Yeah.
you got stuck the crap part because you didn't look it. Thanks. Shouldn't have worn. Yeah.
I don't know what other people think about me, but I feel like people say... So I know people say that I'm really quiet because especially in first encounters, maybe not anymore, I don't know if new people have met me know how, but it used to be that people would say I'm really quiet, and that could either mean that they think that I'm very shy or standoffish or whatever, when the truth is I sometimes just don't have anything to say, or I'm completely uninterested in the subject of the conversation.
And then they think you're pretentious.
And then they think I'm pretentious because I'm just I'm better than you and I don't need to talk. Sometimes I'm actually better than the people that I'm having a conversation with, and I don't know what to do about that. If people are like,
no modesty here.
I mean,
Nope.
I am very self-introspective.
I understand what you're saying.
Yeah. Other times, I think young people, especially high school people, especially people like the guy that I was complaining about earlier.
Yeah.
I'm not humble bragging or anything, because this isn't true, but I think those people think that I'm cool because I'm this older guy who is just
Right.
quiet and aloof and doesn't talk or whatever.
That's totally true. I remember a specific guy from my high school who was quiet, and I was
Yeah.
like, "You're fucking cool."
And
'Cause
if
when
you-
he talked, you listened.
If you have listened to me speak on this podcast or in real life or whatever, you'll know that I'm a goofball and I'm weird and I'm a nut.
Horrible
So
puns.
yeah, I mean, absolutely dreadful
You say
puns.
the same joke.
Carlos.
No!
It gets funnier every time I do it. So, so that's what I think people have certain impressions of me that are just you just don't know me, which I think is true. I don't know.
Wait, what? Tell me the question again.
What?
What is one thing that people always misunderstand about you?
I don't know.
Take a shot.
Yeah, seriously.
Okay, I have it. I know it. I just don't want to say it. That's my thing.
Well,
People think I'm stupid or whatever.
Oh.
And my friends used to tell me that when I was younger in high school and said,
Your
"Why
friends-
do you act like a dumb blonde?"
no.
Why do you
I'm
find
just
so-
I'm not. It's not that I'm not intelligent. I'm just kind of goofy.
Yeah,
I guess
that's totally true.
it's not. It's
You're a very intelligent person. Because, when you talk about
yeah.
shit, you know what you're talking about.
I mean, I know that. It's just kind of I'm not very good with words either and talking to people, but I don't know.
Yeah.
They would almost think I did that to get attention. I was like, nope.
Nope, just me.
Just
Just
kind
who
of
I
being
am.
silly there. But whatever.
Yeah. Sometimes part of my brand of comedy is that I'm stupid, and sometimes I'll put on a face of oh, you guys are talking about this thing,
Yeah,
when it's clearly
sit
no.
down and have a conversation with me.
Yeah.
I think it'll, about something serious or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
People always
Change
think
your
I'm
mind.
stupid and naive too because I'm 21.
Because you're young, they will.
Because you hang out with older people, yeah. And we just are awful like that, and old people think of young people that way.
Yeah. Oh, you were born in this year. That means any movie that came out before that year, you've never seen it.
Which we've talked about.
That's a rule.
Podcast.
I've never seen Star Wars. It's before my time.
We know, honey.
Right.
Okay. I mean, I kind of am a bitch, but I think that people think I'm more of a bitch when they first meet me. I make a horrible first impression. Horrible.
People say that.
They do? You know people that
no,
say that? Oh.
You say that people say that.
I think they do. Because I just, and I try really hard to be nice to people when I first meet them, and I think it just comes off as, like, bitchy. But I just want people to understand that, like, I'm not a cold-hearted bitch, and that I am a human, and I, like, truly have just huge human emotions that can be pricked with a single, like, blink of an eye. But, So, that I'm not as hard as...
You gotta think
What I
about
come
that
off
too.
as.
Like the people that you look at and you're like, wow, that person's like, you know, this. Maybe they're not.
Yeah, yeah, and
But then again, maybe they are. But maybe they're not.
you're right. No,
It is one of those two
they
things.
are. No, I completely believe that.
Melted chocolate.
Oh, I melted though. You know, no one ever gets me completely right.
Ever?
Ever.
Aw.
It's weird. It's strange because I guess it's most relevant to guys because when I meet them, they think I'm very intimidating. I've heard that from multiple guys, which is fine. I don't care. But a lot of the like mannerisms and like sayings and things that I have and do, they don't get. They don't understand. Like they'll be playing and I'll say something and they think I'm being serious when I'm actually really not. I don't know. I have a weird tone of voice, I guess, and like a lot of times, I make a lot of facial expressions too, which doesn't help.
Right.
Because that doesn't really mean anything.
And my face does not match my maybe it does. My face is very serious at times, and so like if I won't even like meet somebody yet, and I'm just like, and then I'll meet them and I'll be like, hi.
Yeah, I have like permanent bitch face, not resting bitch face. It's just permanent.
Yeah,
and I can't help it. It's just my face. And like if I make a facial expression, what you think I'm thinking is not even it. That's it.
I get that a lot too.
Can I ask you guys something? When you guys talk about facial expressions or voice or something about yourself, do you immediately think of what your face and voice are doing as you're talking about it?
No.
Yeah.
Yeah. No?
Now I super
No.
am.
Yeah.
But
Me too.
No, I don't.
No, that's cool.
But I really hate the sound of my voice. That's another thing I really hate.
Don't listen to Peeves and Cues every Tuesday at 5 a.m., 6 a.m. Who cares?
I don't know when it comes out. You put it out.
In the morning, so
I
people
really
can listen
hate
on their commutes. If they do. I don't know.
That's so like we all had something in common in like one way or another.
Yeah.
Like you two think you're intimidating.
I know I'm intimidating.
We think that, you know, you and I think we have resting bitch face. And like, you know, there's like so many interlayers. So like a lot of people must go through that.
Yeah, I think so.
Very interesting.
I want people to think of me the way that I think about myself. It can be very hard though, because you have to present that to the world.
It's very hard for me to do that.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think people just don't take me seriously ever.
Oh,
and that sucks.
More similarities. I feel the exact same way. I feel like often when I'm in like a group and I put a suggestion and people's first assumptions are that I'm making a joke. Sometimes it's like a bad idea, so they'll be like, okay, yeah, and then maybe they won't listen to me for like the rest of it. And I'll be like, we should do this, and they're like, all right, we're trying to have a conversation here. I'm like, I know, me too, and then I'll get sad.
I'm the opposite. People think I'm always being too serious.
Yeah, people think
and
I'm
just
serious
like
too.
not at all.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Guys,
yeah.
if there's one thing that I'm serious about, it's that y'all should be listening to Peeves and Cues.
Oh.
What do you... you may have noticed that... I'm very excited for this. You may have noticed that one of our most important guests has been missing for about 2 hours from this podcast, or however long it is, and that is Carmen Sandiego. Where is she? She's what's missing. Oh, that's perfect. I can't believe I didn't think of that until just now. She actually has sent us a secret message in the mail. We got it from Carmen Sandiego. She sent the postcard was blank, and if you want to listen to it, we'll play it for you right now. Clever Girl is so over it. All right, so this is our message from Carmen Sandiego.
Hey everybody, it's Carmen Sandiego. So sorry I can't be there tonight in person to record another episode of Peeves and Cues, but I am on a top secret mission, and we'll be back next time. So keep listening. I will return. I hope everyone else has a fantastic evening, and all you lovely listeners, give our podcast a lot of love on your social media. Hit that subscribe button. We love talking with each other and talking to you. Hopefully you like listening just as much. Have a great evening, and I will see you or hear you on the podcast very soon. Oh yeah, and if you haven't watched The Bold Type yet, delay. It's available on Hulu and Freeform app anytime for your binge watching pleasure. Check it out.
Wait.
I have something
Do we
to
want
say,
to?
too.
Oh, we do want to say some more stuff.
Something to say.
True Carmen Sandiego, always pushing for likes and listeners.
For likes and listeners.
It's totally unrelated to that, but it is almost midnight
It's
of
11 o'clock.
September 23rd, and we did not die.
Were we supposed
was
to?
there
Did
risk
you
of
guys
that?
not hear that whole controversy? Oh my god.
No, what?
Where were you?
Are we supposed to die?
Yeah, it's,
Yeah.
it's
We have a-
thing. Like meteorites were supposed to come
And we
hit us,
didn't.
and there's supposed to be like a planet that's like right there. Like
There's another hour. It could happen.
Guys,
It
I
happened.
have a theory that in 2012, like December 21st, 2012, we actually did all die, which is why just nothing has made sense and everything has been crazy because it's all like some simulation
no,
or
I
whatever.
don't think so. But anyway, it's.
Oh, okay. Well, I won't be worried then.
I'm just kidding. I'm sorry. I've drank this whole thing.
The podcast is over. We're
Wrap
done.
this shit up.
No, we're done. Oh, I didn't give any outros or anything. It's fine. They'll know.
Fine.